EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive.
You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow
looking deep here for Chase.
And got his man complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
44 yards.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll come up second and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Pollard. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And that flag accepted.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go. 180. Nice one. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Steps away to his left. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Play action now. Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Hey, can. Back 55. Right there, in the middle, 55.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Burrow on play action. To Mixon on the check down. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go was a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
First down, here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Burrow will throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow, forced out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's got it. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But first down, Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Elliott good on the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick-6, here's Burrow again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. is Drew Sample from a yard out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
He's crossing. He's checking clear. Check your hot read. Check 52.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Gainwell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Albert Okwuegbunam
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Going with their tight end on 4th. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the...
I did that shit on purpose, man. GG's, man. Wasn't about to let that nigga score again. I threw that shit on purpose. Game over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow from his own end zone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done.
Bet you don't score no more.
We had someone get 3 in a contest.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it'll be Gainwell. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll look to run with Gainwell. And this time he is in. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the action.
I ain't tripping. I won 2 games straight.
22 points.
Motherfuckers been making me mad. That's why I ain't been playing for real. Got into it with motherfuckers and shit.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
47 yards.
And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
That's taken in by Higgins.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times
not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Again, it's Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Now a second and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Purdy now on second down. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's get set. 180. Raise up.
Right there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Burrow looking to pass. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room?
Bitch ass nigga, you better call timeout, bitch. Thought you was gonna get that, bitch. It ain't gonna work. You better call timeout. Go ahead and give me field position. Come on. Dumbass motherfucker. Go ahead and give me field position. Stupid bitch. Go ahead. You gonna make a mistake.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Purdy off the play fake.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd.
Go ahead. Go for 4th so you give me field position. I want you to go to 4th down. Go ahead. Go for it, dumbass.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They go with McCaffrey.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other sides.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
And what great recognition
between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter.
And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they have to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, approve it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down and 8.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Purdy now to throw.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
57. Mike, 57.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy looking to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
To throw is Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Here's 1st and 10.
First man through. It's the fullback use check. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here comes second down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final time. Things over. We'll step aside. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
And got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Let's go! Let's go!
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm
That's all I gotta say, man. I ain't saying nothing.
right here.
I'm the motherfucking GOAT for that.
It's a win for the Bengals.
Unbelievable
We say
shit.
So long from Cincinnati.
That's legendary, man. That's crazy. Dope shit, man. All them losses, bro. All them losses, bro, and bounce back, bro, at the last minute. I wasn't trying to lose, bro, so I had to think of something, bro. GG's, man.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 7.
Now Tua. On target over the middle to Hill.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He completes it to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a second and 2. On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The drive starts with a run from Achane. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
57's the mark. 57. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Anything moves, we hit it.
Second and 5 from the 8. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
57, Mike, 57. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Check safety, check safety. Check 31, check 31.
Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Alec Ingold, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Tua sets up to pass it. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Down the sideline he goes.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5.
Tua going to throw. They complete it to Hill.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Second down and 6 now. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Just like that. 50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds, come on. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
57, Mike, 57. They can't hang with us.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
I'm up here running my mouth, man. That's why this shit happened. I'm running my mouth and shit. Damn, how the fuck is it fourth quarter? It's crazy, man.
Fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long,
Bro, you only won because I was running my fucking mouth, not even looking at the TV. How the fuck is it fourth quarter, man? That's crazy. How the fuck is it fourth quarter, man? Damn. That's crazy, man. Whole time, see how people be distracting me and shit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last.